turn red and just fade away, which means that the death effect hit them.
No.
And there actually, and it is of course, like, the most powerful enemies will be immune to death, but there are some fairly powerful enemies that are not, which means that death is sometimes a very good thing to have junctioned on status attack, unless you need it junctioned to status defense, because you can't have both at the same time.
So what's up with those compatibility bars when we're looking at that screen?
Oh, good question. I guess I didn't explain that. Compatibility determines how quickly a GF will arrive when you summon it. Compatibility goes up when you summon a GF successfully. There are also some items that you can use to raise compatibility slightly.
So, like, the fuller the red bar, the faster you can summon it?
Right. If compatibility is really low, it will take, like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds, maybe longer for the GF to show up. If it's all the way at the top, the GF will show up in maybe 5 seconds or less.
After this scene, we should save. It's 49, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till 7 hour.
I thought it said 59, excuse me.
Eyes on missiles, why?
Sauron missiles! They see you.
Hey, you said no when I said that last time, so I wasn't gonna say it.
Too bad! I already said it. I'm a hypocrite. I have a fun video with Sauron eyes to show you guys once we save.
Looks like we're here.
Actually, I will bring it up so I don't forget about it.
What the hell do we do now?
Because I was going to on the previous go-through of this, but I never got the opportunity because I forgot.
Can we wait until the session is over, or...?
Well, I'll put a link to it in the chat once I find it.
Oh, okay.
How am I supposed to know?
That's fine.
Even the headmaster doesn't know.
Remember, though. Let's see.
So, now we're at this big machine, and we have no idea what to do.
Aha.
It's like, push button, anything. That didn't seem to work.
What the heck are you doing?
I don't know. What else can I do?
These are not the droids you're looking for. Rumble, rumble, rumble.
I think I found it.
Punctuation marks.
There we go. Because, like, I found a video of it that is fairly long. However, it doesn't show the technology very well because there's too many people by it. So what it does is it's this spherical screen that gets an orb, the pufferfish orb, and it's a screen. And so somebody put a Connect with it, and this piece of software that has the Eye of Sauron. So the Connect will track you, and so the eye looks at you as you walk by it. But the first video I clicked on had too many people by the orb so that it would snap all over the place because it had trouble tracking just one person.
And it would get confused like Mr. I. So
anyway, there's the link to the builder's demo video of it. With also some fun dialogue from Sauron laid over it.
By the way, it appears that the garden is starting up. I thought that this would be, the first time I played the game, I thought that this would be some kind of missile defense system. But no, it is so much more than that.
I was going to say, well, it does defend from missiles, but also, that's just a side effect of what it can actually do.
Missiles incoming!
No!
Incoming!
And also, for some reason, the missiles... Twing! Why?
Maybe
completely miss, even though they have eyes.
Maybe the dust confused them.
Or maybe it was Selphie's work with the error ratio thing.
Yes. At 75% error ratio.
And they're all
Dust everywhere! Those are like hazardous working conditions. OSHA would be all over you for that.
So I didn't even know
We're
what
moving?
OSHA was until law school. But,
Yeah, OSHA's pretty important.
yeah.
I see. So this is the secret.
So this is the secret. As headmaster of this garden, I really should have known that.
Attention students.
I wonder
as
what is
headmaster-
going on outside.
Squall.
No,
let's go
the
check it
intercom
out.
isn't working, remember?
I am an intercom. What are you talking about?
Come on, Squall, let's
And
go.
Zell's like, lol, I'm going.
Oh, bye.
And yeah, it is kind of weird that he just goes ahead and then suddenly decides, oh, I'm not going to go ahead.
When he can't advance the plot by himself, Squall does that.
There is one section where Zell does have to advance the plot by himself, but for a little bit.
Oh,
Zell is the of the three characters that actually show up on the world map. Zell's the one we haven't seen yet, but he will.
oh boy. Why is that girl running around in circles?
I don't know. People in the other room or other hallway were running around in circles too.
You should have talked to them.
Yeah, I should have. Anyway, here's
What's happening?
foreshadowing that I didn't intend to do because I picked the wrong door. And this cutscene will only play if Rinoa is in the party. It completely messed up my playthrough one time when I had the PC version because my computer refused to play the cutscene, which meant that I couldn't go past this point. And Rinoa's like, wow, I have lots of hair, the wind is blowing it.
I didn't know she had. I didn't realize she had like little wings on the back of, like stitched into the back of her tops there.
Yeah, a few of the characters have, like, there are sort of symbols that are associated with... And when it stopped like that for a second, I always think there's a battle coming up, because that's what happens before a random battle. It stops for a
Squall,
The mist just loading again.
it's the headmaster.
second. Yeah.
Get back to the bridge on the double.
Yeah, there are characters who have, like... Some characters kind of have symbols associated with them. That's Rinoa's, those wings. Squall's is the, lion cross thingy, and Cypher's is the red. The long red cross. I don't know.
Squall,
if
the controls aren't responding. I don't know what to do. We're going to crash into the town of Balaam if we don't do something.
It's pretty cool.
You have a what?
A pendant.
No
I
way,
acquired
can't we
recently.
do something?
Yeah, I have one of
This
those.
can't be happening.
I feel bad though, because at first I'm like,
Squall,
it's
can you
Vincent.
think of anything?
No, it's not. It's lying.
No.
And it's not a Cerberus.
Squall, come on.
Anyway, but I felt
Squall,
really
do
stupid
something.
For calling it Vincent,
How should
even though
I
they're
know?
Completely different.
Yeah, I have one. It
Like, in
kind
a
Damn.
sense, They do look very similar because
Right.
they both have the animal head thing going on.
So Squall uses the solution that every Final Fantasy VIII
Yes,
character
we're turning.
uses when they don't know what to do. Press random buttons.
It's always bound to work. Oh, great, Squall, you did it.
You know what? I bet that guy down there on the island thought
Ah,
the aliens
we're
were
gonna
coming.
crash into the sea.
Everybody hold on to something.
Because I think that's infinitely funnier than the joke you made.
Well, actually, no. Why would he think that? The garden is like right near his town, and he's probably seen it.
He probably hasn't seen it flying.
Well, no, but he'd know what it was. Wouldn't know why it was flying, but he'd know what it was.
It's not the underside
Squall,
of it. I don't
everyone,
think he knew what the
a
underside
job
of the
well
garden
done.
looks like.
I think the worst is behind us now.
So now we're just, going off in a random direction here. Now that we've
Where are
discovered
we
that
heading?
the garden can not only
We'll
move
drift
but
along
float.
for the time being, until we figure out how to
Garden
maneuver the
evolves
garden.
into flotation device.
Although,
So, it looks like we can
come to
finally
think of it,
relax
it's not
for a
that
while.
surprising that it can float, because given
And
its
spend some time
location, it
considering
wouldn't
what
be
to do
that
next.
useful if it could move but it couldn't float.
Yeah.
So much for my room.
It'd be like
Where am I
having a
going to
car
change
on
now?
a tiny island.
Which people do.
Well, yes, but it's not as useful as, having a car on the mainland.
It'd be more useful to have a bike on a small island, because then at least you have trails and stuff where a bike can go.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's an excessively small island, then why are you even there?
So we should stop the video in a bit more than a minute.
How long has it
At
been
which
since
point
we
I will
started
locate
moving?
myself some juice.
There's not
Okay.
much more to do now. We've taken care of all the monsters in the garden. Oh yeah, I still have to report to the headmaster. There's a lot of things I want to ask about too. He's probably still busy trying to re-establish order in the garden.
I'm kind of tempted now to go grab that book.
We're in the middle of
And
nowhere.
just, look through random pages.
Man, I'm bored.
You already did that in one of my videos.
I hate having nothing to do. It gets me thinking too
No,
much.
you're stuck mostly on the Yiddish pages.
Oh, yeah.
Move on to the fun languages, like Romanian,
I hope Selphie and the others
Swedish.
are
Are you
alright.
implying that Yiddish is not a
Was it
fun
wrong
language?
for me to let them go?
Yiddish is one of
I
the
wonder
fun
how
languages.
Quistis and Irvine felt
Yeah, I
about
think that
it.
was the scene where I was chasing around the
Sorceress.
bunny in the encephalon.
Who is she? Why fire missiles at the
Pretty
garden?
sure.
Is Cypher
And
ever
I was
coming
like,
back?
oh wait, I actually caught it on
I'll
the
get
first
even
try.
with him
This
next
is going to be
time.
a lot more frustrating. Alright, we are coming up on an hour here.
Yup. Quickly before plot happens!
Hey,
No, the plot, it's happening!
you look so adorable, sleeping like a baby.
So we go on with this
Come on,
recurring
get up.
theme of
Let's go.
girls waking up Squall when he's
Go
sleeping.
where?
Give me a tour of the garden.
Is this
Should
another
we
one of your
mention
orders?
Where lightning went?
No,
Oh yeah, she
I
went
just
to have
want you
dinner.
Show me around, to get acquainted with
She
this
will be
place.
back soon.
Please?
Fine.
We hope.
Yup. So, orange juice and wheat chips and jalapeno dip. I'm cool.
Ah.
Not just jalapeno dip. Jalapeno cheddar. It's sharp and spicy.
I'm not a fan of spicy food, but if you like it, then yeah.
I am a major fan of spicy food. To the point of, if it doesn't have at least cracked red pepper on it, it tastes weird to me.
So I actually have tasted a soda that has
You think
capsicum
it's
in
bigger than
it.
Galbadia Garden?
Who knows?
Yeah. I tried ginger beer before, which was actually made with a root of ginger, and that was too much
What's
for
over
my
here?
taste buds.
The
It
cafeteria.
was very strong.
What about over here?
Damn crazy people in Mexico.
Parking lot.
Squall.
So I felt
really
really
appreciate
stupid
you
when
showing me
one of
around.
the people, like,
But
she
can you
wasn't
try
in the
and make it a
cast,
little
but
more
she
fun?
was like
Like a
doing the
normal tour?
choreography for law review. Asked me
What does
if
she
there
want
was
from me?
an English word for a certain, like if there was an English equivalent for a certain word in Spanish. I'm like, wait a minute, is English not your first language? She's like, no, I'm from Mexico. Like, I did not know that. Because you speak English with no accent whatsoever.
Like, a guy in my class in high school, he was from, Chile, and so, Spanish was his first language. No, or would it be Portuguese? No, it was Spanish.
Basically every
And so,
country
like,
except...
English was his second language, French was his third language, because he was in my French class,
Mhm.
and he was really good at speaking French, and Spanish, and English, to the point where my French teacher would constantly try to talk with him in Spanish, because he was, like, at night school for some Spanish degree as well. Which just got really obnoxious, because he would constantly interrupt class to speak in Spanish with this kid.
You know, I think, like, compared to other countries, the U.S. does not have very good foreign language programs, like U.S. schools. Other countries emphasize them a lot more.
Or, well, I think it might just have to do with the size of the United States, and, like, we're
Yeah,
not right, we are next door to Canada and Mexico.
yeah.
Whereas if you go to Europe, you have all of these different languages in a continent that is smaller than the United States.
I think it's about the same size.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if you don't include, like, the Asian part of Russia, then it's about the same size. Like, roughly in the neighborhood. Anyway, I hadn't seen this scene by the quad before.
It's a banana!
Certainly looks like one.
And like that little bluish circly thing looks like the Chiquita sticker. Or banana.